We are talking about our friends over at MeUndies. MeUndies is my favorite underwear. I own 4 pairs now, and I love them. I truly do. And also, MeUndies is the perfect holiday gift. You can do matching sets for couples, families, or even friend groups. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies. To get exclusive holiday deals up to 50% off, go to MeUndies.com/SoBad and enter promo code SOBAD, SOBAD. That's MeUndies.com/SoBad, promo code SOBAD for up to 50% off. Too. Folks, welcome to So Bad It's Good. You have potentially, I guess, gained an hour of your life, even though it's getting darker an hour earlier. So the time change, all that nonsense. But we are still doing a pop culture roundup. With us, as always, every Monday is the co-host of the amazingly good podcast Snarkbait, the one and only Sophie Rossbrook. Sophie, how was your Halloween getaway?
It was fun. Yeah. So Henry, organized a little fall festival weekend for us, and we went to this farm called Harvest Moon and did like hay rides and apple picking.
Are you like trad wife now?
Like kinda.
Yeah. It's like adjacent.
And we picked apples. Wait, what else? Oh, we had like this thing called a cider smash, and it was apple cider and like ice cream and a cider donut on top, and it was so good.
That sounds amazing. Did you get hammered?
No. But the hay, I think, from the hay ride gave me like a reaction, and I woke up with like red, itchy, swollen eyes. That's my guess, at least, that it was like hay or something.
It's always something. Well, at least you had a good time. I do have a bone to pick with you, though, because last week's episode, you said you recommended a horror film called I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, I believe.
Yeah, I liked it. Oh, you didn't like it?
Sophie, I fucking hated that movie. I hated that movie. So the acting's horrible. The storyline is horrible. Yeah. I mean, this Freddy Prince Jr., I thought he was like just being like a full-time dad. It turns out this man can't act his way out of a paper bag. I'm so sorry. And I like Freddy Prince Jr. I was like, but like, he was like, no, don't you do that. Like, it was weird.
What about Sarah Pidgeon, who is playing Carolyn Bessette Kennedy? I think, did we talk about this? How she is Stevie in this movie, and she's the one that's playing Carolyn Bessette Kennedy in the new Ryan Murphy JFK Jr. show or whatever. And her acting, it's not promising. Let's just put it that way. So basically, spoiler alert for I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, spoiler, skip ahead. She ends up being unveiled as the killer.
Yeah.
And the way that she goes, I wanted to stay. And she does like the really like maniac laughing type of acting for this villain. Yes. Like that was the choice that she made. And it's like, oh my God, come on. The acting was so bad. But it was so fun.
No. It was a fun little romp, but it wasn't scary in any sort of way. And
I say it was? Did I say it was?
Okay, yeah, but I guess we should have just picked a full-on scary movie. This was not that, but the whole time I kept thinking was that Pete Davidson was with 2 of the women on that cast.
Chase Sweet Wonders and Madeline Klein, yes.
Yeah. And I was like, were they swapping like Pete's stories during the filming of this? Like that's how out of the movie I was. I was just thinking about Pete Davidson.
Can I also tell you that I had never seen the original I Know What You Did Last Summer? And I like that was my first introduction to like this universe. And I was, I liked what I saw. I said,
wait, did you go back and watch the original movie?
Yeah,
and the sequel?
Henry and I watched it. And you know what? I liked the reboot better.
I don't know. I'm not going to go back and watch, but even at the very end, Brandy comes back as her character, and like they set it up for a sequel, which I'm like, are they going to make a sequel to this? Because they set it up for a sequel, and I don't know if this deserves a sequel. And I was so pissed because Madeline Klein's character, her like fiance gets killed pretty quickly, and then she immediately like wants to cuddle with the other dude. I'm like, there's no realism in this at all. If your friends are getting like slaughtered and your fiance is getting slaughtered, encountered. You don't immediately want to cuddle with your ex-boyfriend.
I don't know. Maybe you don't know what you do in that situation. Maybe you would go to a steam room while getting hunted by a murderer. Maybe you would.
It's true.
Hang out in your backyard drinking beers.
Even
You don't know until you're
even
in that
Rebecca
situation.
was like, Sophie liked this? I was like, yeah, she loved this.
Wait, remember when I thought the movie Juror number 2 was like gonna win Oscars?
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I said. I said to her, I said, well, she'll watch anything with Liam Neeson, even the shitty movies on Netflix with Liam Neeson, because Liam Neeson is a fantastic actor, but you don't even like the parts that Liam Neeson is like known for in terms of like the good acting. You like the C-level Liam Neeson movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, it was good. Anyways, wanted to share that experience with you. Also, congratulations to the Los Angeles Doyers, the Dodgers, back-to-back, you guys. You know I'm a sports guy. I'm a one-stop shop for sports guys. And
wow, yeah, for sure.
I have been watching, I started watching baseball currently in the off-season, and I got to tell you, last night, and shout out to my Canadian friends, I'm so sorry, because I thought the Blue Jays were going to take it. Did you watch the last game? Did you watch the game last night?
No.
It was, Sophie, I got to tell you, it was good. I mean, it's slow as molasses, but I was like,
baseball is so slow.
But I was stressed the whole damn time watching it. And then I was like, I don't even really follow sports, and I don't know how I got so wrapped up in it. I felt like a man. Wow,
yeah, the straight guy is coming out.
I know. Rebecca was so disappointed. She was like, I didn't sign up for this. And I was like, don't worry. And then we were like, we should go to a baseball game next season. And then we realized we'll have a child by next season, and there's no way we'll be doing anything.
Well, people bring their babies to baseball games and like put the headphones on them. That's always cute.
Yeah, that feels like a lot. And I always feel like I would be really bumming out a lot of people. Like, I'm already having stress dreams about taking the baby on the airplane, and you have to like apologize to people ahead of time. Like, I hear you're like supposed to give them gifts or something of like, sorry if my baby,
like little notes that are like, this is my first flight. Here's some candy to sweeten the deal or whatever.
Well, Sophie, we're having like the most, not insane conversations, but it's just always like, we were talking about like colicky babies. Like, what if we have a colicky baby? And then Rebecca's like, don't put it out there in the universe. I know this is a calm baby. And I was like, we don't know. Even if it's a colicky baby, we'll get through it. But we just have to prepare for anything. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, but I also am kind of like Rebecca. And maybe it's a Jewish thing. We're superstitious. So we think that like anything you put in the universe can come true.
She always goes, puh, 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 puh.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't want something to happen, don't even say it out loud. So I understand that. I really think it's like a superstitious Jewish woman thing. I relate to Rebecca.
We've been taking pregnancy photos these last couple of weekends, and we did the one that was my idea yesterday, and we went to the Sur Alley.
Yep.
We put it up on our Instagram, and it is really fun. Like, so I want people to know that went to the Instagram. We do have professional, better photos and like more, but the Sur Alleyway, you know, it's like where the baby was conceived, you know, and so and so much bad energy.
Who the baby will be named after?
Yeah, thank God it wasn't a boy, because really it was like Jax was going to be the number one. Like if I reclaimed the name of Jax in a good way,
it's obviously going to be Laura Lee.
Laura Lee, yeah. What if I named the baby, because it's going to be a baby snark. And so what if I named the baby Sophie? Like, would that be offensive to you?
You know okay, I was just thinking about this. You know what's funny is that I have several people from my life. I mean, not people that I'm super close with, but people I went to college with or high school or whatever. And I follow them on Instagram. So many people I know have named their baby Sophie. And I know they're not named after me.
Yeah.
But me being like a narcissist, no, I'm like, the fact that I haven't ruined the name Sophie for people that have been around me is such a compliment. You know what I mean? Like,
it is true.
Right? Like,
because Jax, like, nobody's naming their baby Jax anymore, you know?
Yeah. And there are so many people that, like, you know, I love this name, but I knew someone horrible with this name. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm never going to use that name because I associate it with that person that I don't like. But the fact that people have been around me and I didn't ruin the name Sophie for them is such a compliment. I don't know. I was just thinking about this.
No, I did a news story on Sia because she's getting a divorce and it's like this really intense court battle, but their son's name is Somersault. I'm not joking. Somersault.
I think I remember when that happened. Didn't
But
that?
it's like, that's a
Yeah.
lot of pressure. Like, we can literally name this baby anything, and you've got to really check yourself before you try to do something kind of like iconic shit posting with a baby's name, you know?
Yeah. I trust you guys to come up with something normal.
Yeah, it was like high kick or like splits, like something, I don't know.
Yeah,
No, it's
cartwheel.
going to be normal. Yeah, it's normal. Okay, let's get into it. Now, let's start easy. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City having an historical run. They're on a boat doing a crossover with Below Deck Down Under. This Jason, do we think Jason really hooked up with Heather Gay, Captain Jason?
I'm not paying attention to any of the below deck people. Like, what are you even talking about?
Well, the Below Deck people, like, this is what's going to be great because they're going to do a season of Below Deck Down Under, and we're going to see 3 episodes from the cruise. So everything that you're seeing now is from the Housewives, like, vantage point.
Right.
And then they're going to turn it around. And so you'll get to know. By the way, this could be a great entrance point for you with Below Deck because I love Below Deck. It really, but this Captain Jason, are you all hot and bothered when you see him on your screen like all these ladies are?
I'm so confused. Like, what's going on with that?
It's really, really insane. But then Heather Gay supposedly hung out with them in Australia, and drunkenly she told Brittany Bateman that they kind of, I've been there, done that. And I'm like, first off, this Jason gets around. He flirts with every housewife. I saw him at BravoCon, and I bet I'll see it again this BravoCon. But it's like, I don't trust this Captain Jason anymore, and I don't trust Heather Gay.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough to not trust Heather Gay. Can we talk about so the whole like Bronwyn, Fraudwyn, Conwyn, whatever you want to call it thing. So did you see like what allegedly the rumors were?
So this is what I wanted to read to you guys. I didn't get to put it into my recap. And this is from Reddit. And I know there's a lot of shit out there on Reddit. This is from
Is this from the Watch What Crappens Reddit?
No, I don't know. This is Bravo Boo. And it says, I don't care about receipts. Can you please tell us what happened? And this person said, Bronwyn was allegedly fired early mid-2018 for theft.
Yep.
I was not directly involved, but know multiple people who dealt with the aftermath. She was allegedly making fraudulent purchases on corporate cards, buying flights for internals, but was really booking for her family and changing the name on invoices that she submitted for expenses. Also heard that allegedly a designer purse was also purchased, which is just stupid, upwards of 100,000, if not more, of fraudulent purchases. Expense team had to go back years. Allegedly, Todd got involved, and then that was the last we heard of it, but looks like the charges were filed.
Yeah.
So that's what you read as well?
Yeah, that's exactly what I read as well. And I just think it's so interesting that we're focusing not on the alleged crime that was committed and more on who leaked it. Like, it's giving Lucy Apple Juicy all over again. It's like, let's focus more on what the actual fuck did Bronwyn do, because she will be the first person to call out other people. And I say this as a Bronwyn fan. I love her.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, a little crime's like, okay.
a little bit. It's like, no one, she didn't hurt anyone. Come on. But the fact that it's more important who leaked it is pissing me off. I do think that Lisa
It's reality Von Tease again. Like, I'm so confused. Aren't we supposed to, like, I'm confused with all these shows. We need to, like, set, like, bylaws on, like, what we're going to allow. And, guys, I get that it's exciting to, like, interplay with housewives, but just don't do it. Like, nobody should be doing this.
I also feel like, they're trying to do reality Von Tease all over again because they know how good it was for the show. But I think that Lisa Barlow's reaction, it made her seem extremely, extremely guilty. And I know that we've all been saying, it's like, well, like, is she acting like that because she's like, I didn't fucking do that shit, stop accusing me? Or is she acting like that because she obviously did? Like, I don't know, but her reaction was so over the top. I don't know. I have a hard time not believing that she did it.
I mean, she's so over the top with everything, but you're completely right. I just think she's also saying, like, at the end of the day, we all do this. I think the whole point is everybody is in these housewives' DMs, and, like, they're getting information from everybody. Whether they're soliciting or not is really not the point. They are being given information. Right. You'll DM a housewife, and you can say, well, I gave them the information, and that all of a sudden means you're leaking something. I don't think people really know the definition of what a leak is. I don't think Lisa Barlow is, like, researching information on each housewife, but I do think like a lot of housewives, she is given information. The same shit's happening over on OC with Tamra, but like OC is not entertaining. Like at least Salt Lake City is entertaining. And that's what I was saying on the recap. I was like, dude, I mean, I think Lisa is involved in it, but I also don't care. Like, good for her. It's like I'm still enjoying the show, and that's a horrible take. But at the same time, it makes for fascinating television watching her spin out and go through all these different pivot emotions. We are talking about our friends over at MeUndies. MeUndies is my favorite underwear. I own 4 pairs now, and I love them. I truly do. And also, MeUndies is the perfect holiday gift. You can do matching sets for couples, families, or even friend groups. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies. To get exclusive holiday deals up to 50% off, go to MeUndies.com/SoBad and enter promo code SOBAD, SOBAD. That's MeUndies.com/SoBad, promo code SOBAD for up to 50% off.
Right, exactly. God, when she's like hanging off the back of the boat.
Poor John. John was having a nice night in and like just probably sat down with like a nice meal that he cooked, not fast food. And then Lisa calls him out of nowhere like, oh my God, John. It was
How could
awesome.
they do this to me?
How could they do this to me? And John, by the way, like he knows Lisa's MO. He knows the deal. So I thought it was fascinating. And then like, it didn't even matter that like, first off, do you think we've gone too far in television if we're watching Angie's puke come out of her mouth and she's holding it?
Yeah, that was gross. I didn't like that.
See, I thought
I was
like,
coming through her hands. I didn't like that.
But I love that they can like Mary and Angie can even be taken out of that dinner. And it's still like an amazing dinner with all these fights and conversation. And then we cut back. Like anything they do, they have made entertaining this season. And like, to me, I'm sure producers are like, oh shit, Angie's sick. What are we going to do? And then they're like, we got an all-star cast. We've got a dream team here that they can create moments out of, like Meredith Marks waking up once Brittany said something about seizures was insane.
That's a horrible thing to say about someone. I've never had a seizure in my life.
Because I have family with seizures. And then like they're dumping water on each other. Like it's truly magnificent. But do you think we will find out?
Airbender?
Oh God, the water just did. It was like a force field that Meredith like was able to get that water away from her completely. Do you think that, well, since Bronwyn does like to call out people for things, and I don't think, if you're in the Salt Lake City Tribune like Lisa is, I don't think that's anybody leaking information. That's an article written by a major publication. But do you think Bronwyn is going to have to, like when those records are sealed, it's like pretty convenient that those are sealed, even though she says it has nothing to do with her. She's just a part of it, so can't talk about it. So will any information, I don't know how sealing works. I'm sure the Bravo docket will have an episode about this, but it confuses me, like, why lie about this? Because you usually get caught in your lies on Housewives.
Well, that's the thing about Bronwyn is that I think she has a very iffy relationship with the truth. Like the necklace story. I think that, she's kind of a liar. And so I don't know what we will ever get from Bronwyn about this. And also, if it's actually sealed, like, I don't know how that shit works. But thank you to the Redditor who is spreading the truth. Because
but Sophie, how do
on Reddit, it's obviously true.
Yeah, I know. So I say, but we can't really trust Reddit either because this could be somebody harboring ill will against Bronwyn and just putting something out there.
But if I were someone that hated Bronwyn and wanted to make her look bad by making up a story, I would make it way worse than $100,000,
Well,
like $100,000, I'm like, you know what? That's actually not that bad.
If she was with Todd, though, like if she was stealing money, like allegedly during the Todd relationship, which would blow my mind. And I also still to this day don't understand what Todd, the conversation about Bronwyn coming on this show. What show did he think this was? Because I don't know how this is going to, it's not all of a sudden going to get better for Bronwyn on this show.
No, it won't.
Anyways, it's so damn entertaining to watch. So congratulations. We got Real Housewives of New Jersey news this week. Jennifer Aiden made a post saying, listen, I haven't talked to production, but I'm assuming I'm not part of Real Housewives of New Jersey going on. I'm not part of any test shoots. And so that's fine. That's okay. I'm moving on. And she announced a podcast. I think her podcast is called TV Gold, Was that ever like when you were coming up with Snarkbait, was TV Gold ever something that you guys considered?
That was our like second choice. We actually designed artwork and everything. TV
Yeah,
Gold.
TV Gold. I was like, Jen Aiden. I feel like Jen Aiden could have a better. It's like Cake Eater, Carl Radke's book. I feel like there could be a better title.
Or Schwartz's. What's Schwartz's called?
Schwartz has a book?
No, his podcast, I mean.
Oh, it's something like trippy, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Retox. It's called Retox.
Yeah,
Retox
and
Detox.
I was like, it should be called Schwartz and all. And Carl's book should be called More Life.
I know, it's weird. But anyways, Jennifer Aiden has premiered her podcast and said she's not coming back to Jersey, and she didn't get an invite even to BravoCon. And that
doesn't surprise me after her Jersey Mike's situation.
Yeah, if people don't remember, she was like TikToking her like berating a Jersey Mike's employee at the airport, and it was just so gross.
Yeah,
wasn't that right?
Awful.
It was at an airport.
Yeah, it was at an air. It's like, you think this person wants to be working at a Jersey Mike's in the airport right now? Like,
and then to be berated by Jennifer Aiden of all people.
Yeah, horrible. And she was like proudly posting and bragging about it. Like, it was just awful.
And then I think she was getting such negative feedback, and I think it was honestly shocking to her.
Yeah.
But I'm curious though, because Teresa will be at BravoCon, but I would say Jennifer Aiden, if Teresa's on the show, you got to cast Jennifer Aiden because it gives Teresa a friend in the mix. And so I'm wondering if this gives us a clue if Teresa's going to be invited back to Real Housewives of New Jersey or not. So I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also moving on, we have the premiere date for Taylor Frankie Paul's The Bachelorette. They are moving for the first time ever to Sunday nights. The premiere is March 22nd. But Sunday is the Lord's Day, and I think religion will be a component of this Bachelorette, and I'm excited to see how. But we talked about this, Sophie. You will be watching The Bachelorette this season, right?
I think I'll watch it for Taylor Frankie Paul. I don't know if I'll stick with it. It depends on how much I enjoy it. But what do you think that means? Like the day of the week change? Do you think that's like, are they trying to salvage the show by moving it to Sunday? Because I feel like shows tend to perform better on Sundays.
I think it's like saying, like, I think they're trying to make a distinction that this is a brand new thing, new night. Sunday is one of those times where you are looking for something like, you know, whether I'm watching my Bravo or my HBO shows, but now you're like, oh, that's perfect. That's a great way to start the week, is watching the shit show that this is going to be. Like, I am so into this, and I can't wait to find out who the contestants are. Like, which guys are signing up for this?
Oh, I saw one, I think it was on Reddit. One of the guys is apparently really hot. So,
well,
that's all
they're
I know.
all a bunch of uggos. They're all a bunch of ugly.
I mean, sometimes they are.
And also, you know, I mean, Hutta from Love Island USA, she left her daughter while on the island. Like, is Taylor Frankie Paul, like, she has 3 kids. I mean, are the kids going to go into the Bachelorette mansion with her? Like, how's that all going to work?
I imagine she's leaving them for the time that she's on The Bachelorette. I'm not in the place to judge.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm not judging. I think it's going to be amazing television. I'm just so curious how it's going to work.
I think that she's just leaving her kids.
Yeah.
There's no way they're coming to the Bachelorette mansion.
But also, isn't it great that this is like the first contestant that we don't have to worry about them trying to get on the show to get a social media following, because she already has a social media following.
Yeah, she already has one.
Yeah. Let's see here. Going down the list. Oh, I know you're not watching the Kardashians. I have now watched the first 2 episodes of this season. And there was one thing that I wanted to get your take on, is that Kim Kardashian, you might have seen this on a TikTok, Sarah Paulson, that the moon landing was fake because she's been watching a lot of TikToks. Yeah. And she goes, I know I'm not supposed to get conspiratorial, but like, you know, you guys watch the TikToks and see for yourself. Did you see that?
Yeah. And she's talking about how Buzz Aldrin, is that how you pronounce it? Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin. Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin was like, he was like, it never happened. And he apparently was really old at the time when he said this. And she was like, so the truth is coming out as he gets older. And I was like, I think he might just like be confused.
I can't wait for Kris Jenner to get older then, so the truth really comes out.
I know, right?
It's a bad, and there was another, see, it's like complete rage bait. So I almost might recommend it because Courtney has another dumbass quote where she's like, I try to only work like once a week or like once a month. And I'm like,
I hate her. I hated that. In this climate, I was like, shut the fuck. And I know that we always say this. It's like, oh my God, so tone deaf, the Kardashians. But I'm like, especially right now in this climate, shut the fuck up.
It truly is shut the fuck up. And then you're supposed to have us care about your Lemmy vitamin line.
Yeah.
When, if I was an investor and she had a pull quote saying, I like to work once a month, that would not be the person I would ever invest with. And so I just find it interesting. And by the way, she seems very comfortable in how she's set her life up. I just don't know. It even seems like her sisters, like Khloe makes fun of her, Kim makes fun of her. It seems like they let Courtney be on Courtney's island. And I guess it works for her. But watching her film like like a stream video with Alabama Barker, and she almost acted like that was too much to do a couple lines.
Oh my God. I do have a question about the moon landing though, and I'm sure this has been answered somewhere, but who was filming?
Who was filming? They said it was the most up-to-date camera that was it was a mechanical camera, a part of the ship. Listen, I have gone down those TikTok rabbit holes, and there are a lot of questions. The rumor back in the day, you guys, was filmmaker Stanley Kubrick actually shot the moon landing on a soundstage. That was a big rumor passed around, even though Stanley Kubrick swore up and down that was not the case at all. But yeah, there are a lot of questions because we have never been to the moon since. But I think regardless if this is true or not, it is so fucking dangerous for people like Kim Kardashian to put this out there. You know what I'm saying?
Why haven't we been to the moon since? Now I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
Don't worry. It's going to be in the next I Still Know What You Did Last Summer sequel.
I do hate conspiracy theories, you guys. I'm very anti-conspiracy theory because also, I mentioned earlier in this episode, I'm Jewish, and they tend to all circle back to the Jews did something. So I'm anti-conspiracy theory, but I just have some questions. Why? First of all, who is filming? Produced by Alex Baskin. Second of all,
get Andy and a camera on the moon, you guys.
Andy and a camera. And second of all, why haven't we been back? Has it been too logistically difficult? How did we do it?
We were in a space race with Russia and other foreign entities,
and then we won, and so we were like, okay, it's over.
We won, and then we went on to exploring different parts. But listen, there are a lot of questions. I just think overall, Kim Kardashian putting this out there, I don't think it helps anything. But also, you can really see that it's wow, even though her and Kanye are not together anymore, you can see he's left a mark. You can see he's Kim with conspiracy theories. I'm like, that's amazing. Yes, of course.
He's buried himself deep in that little brain of hers.
It was great. Oh, did you see I posted this? China has this new influencer law. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
They introduced this law which I almost kind of like for influencers, that you have to have a degree. You have to have a degree in anything in which you are espousing your opinion on. And freedom of speech, I'm all for that. We espouse our opinion on everything. But sometimes when you're listening to the 40th influencer, waxing poetic about some dumb shit that they have no understanding of at all, I don't know. Is this bad that I was I kind of see China's point, or is that horrible?
Oh, no. I think everyone was yeah, that sounds great. That's amazing. Yeah. There's a responsibility there when someone has a platform and is, spewing garbage to the masses. And China recognizes that that's dangerous, I guess, which, good.
And China they will fine you, and they will also take away your account. So that's when it gets crazy. And then I was thinking we would still be able to talk about Vanderpump Rules, and you could talk about you could talk about every influencer drama because you're well researched on that. It's not a college degree, but it is something that we're somewhat qualified to speak about, right?
Yeah. I would say so.
I'm just wondering where I would draw the line with myself.
Yeah. I don't know. The Chinese government would decide for you.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I'm not saying I want to move to China, so I don't want to get any, I don't want any love it or leave it. I just thought this made a lot of sense after seeing a lot of people. You're just this is insane. And you actually do a quick Google search and see that it's not true.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, what else is ridiculous is that Justin Bieber, this was a news story, speaking of pregnancy, he was on a live stream and he talked about him and his wife, Hailey Bieber's doula. They were butting heads during the birth of their son. And this was on a Twitch stream where Justin said, I remember dealing with there was tension because we had a doula and then we had a nurse as well. And the nurse and the doula were kind of butting heads. And then I was butting heads with the doula. And it was just it was hella emotional because it's this is one of the most important times of your life. And I remember just I think I was being really strong with the doula. So Justin Bieber got into it with the doula.
Justin was like, no, the placenta needs to be facing this way.
What if Justin knew everything? What if Justin really was he knew everything and put the doula to shame? But also, if you had this problem, you would never why talk about this on a Twitch stream?
My God, I know. I mean, but that's what he does these days.
Well, I'm all for people being open, but it's just damn, dude. Can you imagine watching Justin freak out on a doula? That would be
while giving birth.
Peak. While giving, and Hailey Bieber is Hailey Bieber's worried about the birth, but half the time she's always just worried about Justin Bieber. And she's got to be so stressed out in that moment.
Oh my God. Please.
He's nobody understands me in this birthing room.
Making it about himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, by the way, I made this video because we were recapping Real Housewives of New York season 1, you guys, on the Patreon, which has been a blast. And somebody brought up the rumor, remember Alex McCord and Simon Van Kempen, legends. They, somebody reminded me of a birth story of one of their sons. And I have Alex and Simon's book, Little Kids, Big City. And this is literally the quote of the birth that Alex wrote. Said, I understand completely the stories other women have written about ecstatic birth. Simon was sitting behind me at the point of birth, and later, when we untangled ourselves, he discovered he'd actually ejaculated, though hadn't felt any of the normal lead up to that. It may seem distasteful to some, and definitely neither of us was thinking of sex at the time, but with the rush of emotion and my lower nerve endings going crazy, it's not too far a stretch to say that it's a profound experience.
That makes me want to die.
I have a kid. Yeah, to die too. But Simon, what, you're a that, I know it's an emotional, but that really, that, Rebecca was I don't know if I want you in the birthing room when this happens.
Are you going to be a Justin Bieber fighting with the doula, or are you going to be a Simon Van Kempen ejaculating?
Well, if I get one of the golden tickets to actually be in the room with Rebecca, I mean, I think I'd like to be a mixture between the two. I want people to know that I'm really into it, but maybe not ejaculation. That would probably be alarming, You're
going to be fighting with the doula while ejaculating.
No, I'll be fighting with the doula, but it'll be about Real Housewives, where I'll be Lisa Rinna is a horrible housewife. How can you say anything different? Anyway, sorry.
And then you're like,
pull my finger. Anyways, sorry to bring that up with you guys, but I had to. This week we get the premiere of All's Fair, the new Kim Kardashian-led Ryan Murphy drama on Hulu dropping, and they share behind the scenes experiences of the filming of this on the Kardashians. I'm going to be watching All's Fair. Sophie, will you be watching All's Fair?
I probably will. I love a Ryan Murphy show. Love a Ryan Murphy production, even though he is a highly disturbed individual. Yeah, I'll probably watch. Yeah.
Well, they also announced the cast for season 13 of American Horror Story, which I know you dig.
Yes, Evan, what's his name?
Evan Peters. So this
Evan
cast,
Peters.
Get this, guys. This is the cast. Ariana Grande, Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Emma Roberts, Billy Lord, Gabourey Sidibe, Leslie Grossman, and Jessica Lange. That's the cast. That's insane.
Yeah, it's a pretty stacked cast. And this is the first time that I guess Evan Peters and Emma Roberts are going to be reunited after breaking up.
Do you think he'll put it? I wonder. I doubt they'll put. I doubt Ryan Murphy will put them in scenes together. Do you think?
Ryan Murphy does all kinds of fucked up shit. I'm sure
that would
he
be
will.
So messed up. Oh God. Just thinking about that. Anyways, this week, Halloween, did you see this in Travis Kelce news? Kayla Nicole, his ex-girlfriend, dressed up as Toni Braxton for Halloween this year and recreated the R&B icon's music video for her 2000 hit, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. In the classic song, Braxton croons, "Did you know about us back then? Do you know I dumped your husband, girlfriend?" So put all of this stuff, and this is taken to be obvious shade at Travis and Taylor. Do you agree, Sophie? Have you heard about this?
I did hear about this. I don't understand. Like, maybe I'm missing something. I didn't think that it was shady, really. I guess, like, sure, maybe the song choice, but
That's
I
a
don't
long
understand
way
how
to go for shade, to like do this specific.
Right. Like the Toni Braxton costume, like that doesn't like compute to me as being like, oh, automatically it's shade against Taylor and Travis. I think that Taylor and Travis fans will make it seem like Kayla Nicole is not over Travis and never. And I know that there have been a lot of things that she has said and done that indicate that they live in her head rent free, but I don't think this is one of those instances, personally.
Well, some people are saying
something.
Maybe some people are saying it's a swing back because Taylor's song Opalite, a song that Taylor's admitted is about Kelsey, has lyrics like, "You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone, and you were just a pose." And so people were thinking this was about Kayla Nicole and Travis, and so Kayla was answering back in a Halloween post. Like, we're adults. Like, we don't need to go this, come on. So Bad It's Good is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, we are coming up on the time change again. And as seasons change, days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for so many of us. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you are there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab a coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy, that can feel difficult too. Trust me, I've been there many times, but I can tell you that it is worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner, right? So go connect with somebody. It's something that I have to remind myself to do and not just be podcasting all the time. To take these moments to reach out to somebody, to talk to a friend, to talk to a therapist. And BetterHelp is a great place to start. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they are typically getting it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms. They've served over 5 million people globally, and it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. So Bad It's Good listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp by using BetterHelp.com/SoBad. That's BetterHelp.com/SoBad. We're good.
Yeah, like grow up. Both everyone
Everybody grow up, you guys. Did the Chiefs win today?
I don't know, actually. Let's check. Chiefs.
Wait, and
the Bills.
What's your team doing? Are they doing good this season?
Horrible. Oh, the Chiefs lost.
No,
Chiefs
the Bengals.
The Bengals are horrible per usual.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
Chiefs having a tough season. Okay, moving away to let's move to billionaires. Billie Eilish accepted an award this week for Wall Street Journal's Innovator Awards, and she gave a speech and she called on billionaires to give your money away. She said, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? If you have money, it would be great to use it for good things. Maybe give it to some people that need it. And Mark Zuckerberg and like George Lucas, but mainly Mark Zuckerberg, they were in the room. And Billie Eilish herself recently has donated $11.5 million from her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour to various organizations and charities, which like close to $12 million. That's insane. But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, give away your fucking money. And Elon Musk, you too.
Yeah. They don't need that much.
Why do you think they don't give away? I mean, because that really, they're worth such an insane amount.
Because they're selfish assholes.
Okay, well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to something that I'm sure Snarkbait will cover, but let's put our little pinky toe into the water of David Harbour and the amazing Lily Allen, which her new album, West End Girl, came out last week. And I think it is, like, I've listened to the album twice. It is, even aside from the lyrical content, which is almost like this generation's Lemonade in some ways, the music itself, there are a couple songs that I just like am humming to myself. Have you listened to the album?
Yeah, I've only listened to it once over, and first impressions, great. And I also love how, like, nothing is like a metaphor. You know, she's not, like, she's just saying it.
She's literally saying, like, she is saying specific details about butt plugs and, like, you know, like CVS bags, and like, there's heavy details. And sometimes speaking about your own personal life is sometimes the greatest art that I mean, for your art, sometimes it really, really works. So this David Harbour thing, and just remember, Stranger Things is about to get released at Thanksgiving, and they're breaking it into two parts. David Harbour's a big part of this. First off, this guy is having a no good, terrible week, because there was also a news story yesterday that Millie Bobby Brown filed a harassment and bullying complaint against David Harbour before this final Stranger Things season began to film. And Daily Mail is reporting this, so take it with a grain of salt, but said Millie filed a complaint that included pages and pages of allegations against David, citing him for harassment and bullying. Now, no sexual allegations at all, but just saying that he's a real dick. Like,
that he's just insane? Like a bully, even though he's 30 years older than her.
But Millie Bobby Brown, too, like, does a lot of work with Netflix, so I'm sure that they took that very serious. But isn't it weird that the timing of this dropped right on the heels of the Lily Allen album?
Yeah, it is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like, timing-wise, I mean, he just sounds like a piece of shit, basically. And I'm not saying that Lily Allen is like... she's no angel either, sweetheart, but...
Yeah, Lily Allen, I mean, has gone on record saying she's cheated in relationships before. Yep. She's not... she's literally... I mean, you know, with a grain of salt, she said, I'm not a good person, LOL. But they met in 2019 off the dating app Raya. They were married in 2020 in Las Vegas. They moved to a Brooklyn brownstone together, which you can watch the Architectural Digest.
And he seems so annoyed with her. If you watch it back, like, he seems so annoyed with her. He hates her.
He really likes his own ideas, and it seemed like a very jealous relationship on his part. Now, they were in what seems to be an open relationship, but there were restrictions on that open relationship. And, it just had to be for sex, but there was obviously a lot of lying going on that he was doing towards her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And apparently, you know, she talks about in one of the songs how, like, the open relationship idea was his. He was like, I'm just a man with needs. Like, let's just open up this relationship. She didn't want that.
No.
But she had her parameters, and then he obviously broke them.
And I'm so curious, because we have not gotten any comment from him about this, but I did notice this week he was at, like, Disney World or Disneyland with Lily Allen's kids.
Yeah, I did see that. Like, what's going on with that?
Like, I'm glad that, you know, because they're obviously, you know, separated and getting a divorce. So it's great that he's, you know, there for the kid. What if he dates, like, Brittany Cartwright next or something, you know?
That's...
But
I also think that, like, he is someone who became a superstar kind of later in life. You know, like, he was always acting, but, like, he didn't get his really, really true big break until Stranger Things. And so now he's like, I'm hot shit. I can get whoever I want.
But it also seems like whatever he wants, like, he's into some real kinky shit. Like, because like butt plug. No, and by the way, I don't want to offend anybody that loves butt plugs. Like, awesome. Yeah. But it just like, I mean, and for Lily Allen, or more of a Taking Back My Narrative album.
Yeah.
Which way? Revenge or Taking Back a Narrative?
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a second.
Oh, Revenge album or Taking Back My Narrative album?
I don't think that it's revenge. I would say taking back her narrative. I wouldn't say that, like, she is trying to take him down. I think that, you know, artists channel their emotions into their art. So I would say that, you know, for her, it's like, this is how I'm feeling. This is my truth, my story. I don't see it as, like, you know, something like, ooh, I want vengeance.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. I feel like it's her, you know, just speaking her truth.
Now, David Harbour allegedly had an affair that lasted approximately 3 years. during this relationship with a very specific person. And in fact, Halloween, she dressed up as the character Madeline, who is referenced many times on the album, which was very funny. But like, if this album didn't work musically, I don't think this would be as big of a story, but the album is really good. Like, just musically, it's really good.
Yeah, it is. So,
so go check it out, you guys. Let me know what you think of this. I'm sure there will be more details, but it just also just what beautiful timing, because Stranger Things is going to be released in a couple of weeks, and it'll be interesting but like, how will Netflix try to shift the narrative? Because that's they got a lot of money, and it'll be interesting to see if this has legs or not, Every
episode being $50 million.
Isn't that crazy? The amount of money they spent on these last...
Stupid. It's so
stupid, but I'm so excited to watch it.
I'm still going to watch it. It's just going to be 11 going,
and just the nosebleed. Whatever nose finally explodes. It's like Jax Taylor on season 5 of Vanderpump, where it's like,
Those are my boobs. I'm paying for them.
Which, by the way, congratulations to the cast of The Valley. They finished shooting season 3 last night. They did a birthday party for Michelle. It did look like, I watched on Queens of Bravo, I think there's obviously always trouble in paradise, because I was wondering earlier, I was like, is this going to be like just like a happy-go-lucky season? Will there be drama? Because a lot of things really haven't leaked about the storylines in this season, which I love.
I don't want them to leak. Yeah,
I love that. I think that's amazing.
I want to hear why Michelle and Aaron broke up. Speaking of Michelle.
I know. That's been kept... I mean, they've got to talk about it, right?
That keeps me up at night. I toss and turn.
Henry's like, stop it. I can't sleep when you're like this.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Well, they did announce that this week that Michelle and Jesse did finally settle their divorce. And so that is like, right on the last week of filming, they had the announcement that their divorce is settled. So they're both officially divorced. Brittany said that her and Jax are still working on things, so they do not have a timeline for that divorce yet, and she will share more when she can. Great stuff there, but congrats to The Valley, and I can't wait to see the drama that happens at BravoCon in regards to these people,
I can't wait to see the fruits of their labor. What is going on with the Vanderpump reboot?
So they're going to do the premiere at BravoCon for the audience. And then it should, what I'm being told, it's going to premiere in the first week and a half of December.
Wow.
But I could be wrong. They've moved it now 2 times. So, yeah. But some people were saying it was going to be the beginning of November, but there's no advertisement.
I originally heard when we ran into one of the new servers at SUR, he said October. But that was that was over.
No, the original date was October 29th was the original date.
Yeah. So that's come and gone.
So it'll be really interesting. I'm curious to see who they bring from the cast to BravoCon, because they need to start making these people well known. Okay. You're not watching Dancing with the Stars, Sophie, but me and Rebecca are loving the hell out of it. And I got to tell you, you've done an episode on Alex Earl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I never followed her. I kind of made gentle fun of her because I don't love influencers. But I got to tell you, she's a really good dancer on this show.
Yeah. I mean, she is like relatively harmless. She has like a few questionable things and scandals here and there, but overall she's harmless and seems like she actually is doing a really good job on Dancing with the Stars. I saw that she dressed as Lady Gaga for Halloween, and Lady Gaga commented and was like, I'm a huge fan of yours.
I mean, no, it's a really weirdly... Like, I'm almost now curious, for somebody like you to watch it, because I've always been not against Dancing with the Stars, but I got better things to do. And now we look forward to it I just feel like that's part of me accepting that I'm going to die someday is like, well, I guess I'll watch Dancing with the Stars now. Yeah. But it's really good. I love it. And Alex Earl, was there a time when she was like an extreme party girl, or has she always been this focused and because she just seems like
that's her
busts her ass.
I mean, her persona is party girl. That's what it's been is, hey, I'm like a messy college student. I think that, that she's grown up over the years for sure. But back in 2022, when she really rose to fame on TikTok, she was like, I am the messy college girl.
Yeah, I missed all of that stuff. And then I was thinking, because she's really good friends with Jake Shane, who you've also done a Snark Bait episode on as well.
Yeah, he's so annoying. I'm sorry.
I was talking to Rebecca yesterday. I was like, is Jake Shane kind of TikTok's version of Truman Capote, because Truman Capote always loved to surround himself with like beautiful women.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of a compliment to Jake Shane because Truman Capote was kind of a genius. But I was like, is Jake Shane kind of that guy, like that Truman Capote? It's like Jake Shane and his like swans.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I think that's a good, fair comparison for sure. Yeah, I don't really understand Jake Shane's appeal at all. And I know that people in the comments are going to be like, he's so funny. I don't find him funny.
I mean, yeah, I mean, to each their own, but I'm so curious because I saw him at Dancing with the Stars supporting Alex Earl. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? You watched this season of Love is Blind. Did you care at all for the reunion?
Can I just fucking say that was such a waste of my time? I'm still mad about it. The basketball shootout, Vanessa and Nick Lachey, I would be happy if I never saw them again.
Well, okay, so you guys, if you haven't watched the reunion, all of a sudden they talk about like free throws, like basketball, and then they have like an LA Laker all of a sudden come out, and it is such a weird segment that goes on way, and I'm a sports guy, you know me, and I didn't even like it.
It takes up way too much time, and like so many like important questions were not asked that I would have liked answers on. So,
well, what would you have wanted answers on?
I think that they never brought up the question of like substances, like Anton's
drinking,
potentially his drinking, Annie's drinking. Like I feel like there were like alcoholism was kind of like the theme of this season, and that wasn't touched on at all. Yeah, like there were just like a lot of things where I was like, how could you not ask that?
Yeah, I mean, first off, spoiler alert, none of them are together, and that really comforts me at the end of the day, so I'm very excited about that. But I was interested, like, that Casey ended up hooking up with, what's his name? Mustache Man.
Joe. Yeah, that had leaked also. Like, I knew about that. Oh my God. And like,
I don't trust this Casey. I don't like Casey, the other dude, the Asian guy either, but I really didn't like Casey.
Oh my God, I cannot stand Casey. Oh my God, because she takes no accountability whatsoever.
Exactly.
I also think that Madison, like Joe sucks also. Madison is delusional because Madison is like, well, did this cause our breakup? And it's like, Madison, he just like didn't like you that much. Like it's really not that deep, unfortunately.
You met where you couldn't see each other. This is not supposed to work to begin with.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was just a disaster of a season, but it was an entertaining season. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, I did actually enjoy watching it at times. Now, Selling Sunset just premiered a new season. I watched all 10 or 9 episodes of this thing, and it is so funny because I don't think you watched it, Sophie, but
no,
I don't, it's a weird recommend. Like, I recommend it. It's like very mindless, but there's like a big storyline is that they had to put up shrubbery outside the Oppenheim group because it was, like it's a place for people to go out and have coffee without being seen by strangers. Obviously, they just didn't want to see people have seen them film. So they spent $30,000 on this shrubbery. But if you watch this show, the shrubbery's there sometimes and it's not there sometimes. And that was a big storyline. And then I saw this TMZ article from January that the reason why they took it down is because this shrubbery ended up falling on a pedestrian. And there's it hurt a pedestrian. It crushed a pedestrian on the street, and the fire department had to respond to this. And the footage shows the woman being treated on the sidewalk and taken away in a gurney. And I just wonder how much this lady sued the O Group for. But that's one of the big storylines. And Mary Bonnet's Bonet, her house got broken into, and Chelsea and Chrishell are left out of the premiere party. That's not on the show, but I think this is Chrishell's last season from what she's saying. It's just a mess of a show. I just wish they would show us behind the scenes.
Is it worth jumping back in? Because last season was so bad that I have made no plans to watch this season, but is it worth it?
I would, you know what? I would say yes. I would say it's like so brainless that we actually were enjoying it, but I don't know if I can be trusted because I watch Dancing with the Stars now. But like it was
Dancing
not
with the Stars, everyone is obsessed with right now. Like everyone says it's really good.
I have to tell you, I went in not wanting to watch this thing. I was like, oh, I don't want to watch Selling Sunset. And then we ended up actually, even Rebecca ended up enjoying it because part of it is you get to make fun of these people because they're so on a different planet. Like these people don't really exist. Emma has this like 27-year-old boyfriend that says he's never had a vegetable in his life. And then he's like, oh, I just had, she had me try guacamole for the first time. And I'm like, you fucking loser. Like, and this guy's
Isn't he like a billionaire
too.
or something?
Yeah, he's like a billionaire. Sorry. By the way, if you're listening, big fan, donate to the show. And so Snarkbait, sign up for Snarkbait's Patreon. Anyways, I'd be curious what you think, but it's one of those things that kind of sneaks up on you. You watch one episode, you hate it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I want to keep watching this show. It's weird. There's something in it.
Maybe. Did I tell you how I have been obsessed with the Murdoch show on Hulu? I feel like I've talked about it, right?
You haven't, Sophie, but guess what is on my list? The Murdoch show.
It is so good. Have you been watching it?
Dude, yes. And what I was trying to tell people is that get past the first episode. The first episode is all of these things that you already know, but it's just like done with amazing actors like Patricia Arquette and Jason Clarke, I believe is the name, who plays Alex Murdoch.
Yep.
Once you get past that first episode.
Oh my God. His like 911 call, the voice work.
It
sounded exactly like a real life 911 call, which is crazy because I think he's Australian in real life.
He's Australian. He gained a bunch of weight, but he humanizes Alex Murdoch. I mean, you still really dislike him.
It's Alex Murdoch.
Hey, buddy boy. Hey, buddy boy. Hey, Papa. Papa. Hey, Papa. Hey, Bo. We gotta. I gotta tell you, I am so sucked into this, and I know everything that's going to happen. I know everything that's going to happen.
I have seen like the criticism of people being like, okay, but like, what else do we need to know? And it's like, it humanizes all of them. It humanizes Alec Murdoch. It humanizes Paul Murdoch, which, you know, so many people are like, just that piece of shit kid. He got what he deserved, which in some ways you could argue he did. But you realize that like he was like a very complex, troubled kid that was failed by his parents. And there's
him talking about if God would accept him in heaven because of Go-Go's story, man, isn't that heartbreaking? Go-Go,
even though that happened in real life, that happened prior to the boat crash.
Okay,
and in the show it happens after. But either way, that is an interesting component of the story too. I just think it's really good, and like you can see how everything is really starting to fall apart for Alec, and I'm like, okay, I kind of understand why.
The walls are closing in, but like
the walls are closing in big
even
time.
when, you know, he took his family away on like this like very expensive vacation to get away from it all. And even just that, like from an actor standpoint, they are doing such fantastic work. Like Patricia Arquette, this lady is one of the best actors that we have between this and Severance and all her work. But this dude, Jason Clarke, is just blowing me away with his performance. Yeah. It's on Hulu, you guys. There have been 5 episodes released so far. There's going to be 3 more to go. And I'm talking to 2 of the creators, I think, this week of this show.
Exciting.
And but Sophie, like I started in the first episode, I was like, and then I got sucked in. And like all kidding aside, I really, really like this.
Yeah. What do you think of Johnny Birchtold, who plays Papa Murdoch, little Paul?
Oh, he's great, dude. He's I
think he's great also. So I just am wondering because I followed him on TikTok before he got cast as this, and he started to be in like more mainstream acting stuff, but I discovered him as like doing funny skits on TikTok, like one of those like wannabe actors on TikTok that would act out different like scenes, kind of
Wait,
like
the guy who plays Papa?
Yeah, the guy who plays Paul.
Wait, Gerald McRaney?
No, Johnny Birchtold, who plays Paul Murdoch.
Oh, I'm thinking Pa, like Gerald McRaney is the older dad. I was like, what? No. He's doing TikTok?
Paul Murdoch the son.
Oh, gotcha. He's fantastic.
Yeah. I think he's doing a really good job, but it's so funny. I'm like,
I didn't know he was a TikTok guy.
Yeah, he is. He's really funny. Go to his TikTok, you guys, and watch some of his skits. He's like always been hilarious, and I think it's like his skills translate really well. He's doing a good job. It's just I'm really enjoying it.
No, I totally
for, like, Wednesday now.
I totally agree. I just wanted to tell the audience because I think I threaded this or whatever recommending it. Just get past the first episode. The first episode didn't hook me. The second episode on, I was fully in. I
feel like I was hooked from episode 1. But
yeah, but for me, I was kind of judging it because I've seen so many documentaries on the Murdoch family that I was like, well, seen this. and then they kind of make it their own thing from episode 2, and you really get
Yeah.
into the underpinnings of all of the characters. So
Yeah.
I'm really into that. In horrible news, we got our first photo of Diddy behind bars because he got transferred to Fort Dix. And this guy's got a big ass shit-eating grin on his face. He's doing Jen Shaw paparazzi photos.
Yep.
All of the other prisoners seem to be around him because they're like in the presence of a star. And he will get out at, I think, the end of, what was it? 2028 he'll get out, or like in that time he's like 3 years,
something like that. It looks like it was taken through like an air vent.
Yeah, well, no, it looked like the prison, like wiring, like from a prison fence. It looked like, but I love it if it was an air vent. If they have a camera in an
looks
air
like it was
vent.
taken from an air vent.
Oh, that's what
Right,
I'm gonna.
you. Was that you?
Show. Well, by the way, so you don't watch OC, but in the final episode of the OC, the final like pick up cameras moment. It's this season's so ridiculous. It's just that they were complaining about Katie Janela like dealing with bloggers, and then at the end, Gina, Shannon, and Jen Pedranti talk to a blogger, and I'm like, I thought we weren't supposed to talk to bloggers, and the voice is that kind of distorted, muffled, like, Tamara told me all of the dates that you're going to be filming, and Rachel Lindsay on her podcast said that she thought it sounded like Ryan Bailey, and I want to clear my name. It definitely was not me. I do not have any dates of filming. I would never appear on, trust me, I would never appear on Orange County. So I want to put that rumor to bed, but it is so fucking ridiculous because the season, no matter what is happening, is not entertaining. So I don't care, but it looks like the reunion, it's going to be a Tamara Takedown reunion, potentially.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll watch that.
But Gretchen, I think you need to check in for the reunion. But I do think Gretchen also did like those anti-LGBTQ posts. I do.
Sure. I feel like that's been known.
Well, she's saying that it's not true, that like there's no way.
Please, Gretchen.
But like I was past Gretchen things from like years past before she was even on this show. Like
everyone already knew this, and I think from what I've heard, at least because I'm not watching, but the TikToks I've seen, because I'm obviously on Real Housewives TikTok, is that Tamara was saving this kind of what's the word, discovery or outing for the finale to have like this big blow up where it's like, Gretchen, you liked these posts, even though everyone already knew about them.
Yeah, Tamara did the Lisa Barlow thing, but my point was that we've seen Tamara do this so much that it's not entertaining. Whereas Lisa Barlow, when she flips out, I know that's a problem with me, but I still find it entertaining. Tamara, you're just like, oh my God, you're going so hard that you almost feel like it almost feels like this is staged by you. And so then like people are, like it's like, okay, you're going too hard and it's becoming weird. And like, I get you don't like Gretchen, but at some point, I don't know what this show, I'm so curious about what the casting will be next season. They got to fix it.
Yeah. Christy and I were talking about this on Stark Beat too. It's like Gina and Emily have to go in my opinion. And again, I did not watch this season, but.
And I feel bad about that because I really like separately, and by the way, they're real friends in real life. You can sense that.
Yeah.
But something's not right. And I feel like Gina and Emily, they're the easiest people to go.
Yeah.
When Tamara is the one that I don't know. Tamara's like, it's just the way she plays the Housewives game. I wish she would try a different tactic.
It's because it's like not authentic to her. Like she is too produced, in my opinion. Like with Lisa Barlow, when she is a freak out, it's like, that is 100% genuine, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Finally, New York Marathon was today. Carl Radke won. He finished. Very exciting. Influencer Victoria Paris, who I know Sophie follows. She ran the New York Marathon. Sophie, did you run the New York Marathon today?
Yeah, that was quite a day. No,
we're so proud of you. I can't believe it.
I watched it with some friends and we were like, we can't believe that people do this. Like, it's
What
actually
do you mean you watched
insane.
it? Were you on the street, like encouraging people?
Yeah, that's what people do. You like go out and you watch it. It's so fun. Like we had so much fun just like cheering people on and you just watch it. It's just like, it's so inspiring. One of my friends was just like crying. I didn't know anyone. I actually didn't even realize Carl was running. Otherwise I would have tracked him on the app. I was tracking like the most random, like friends of friends, old coworkers that posted their bibs on social media because it's so fun to like see where they are. But I mean, I just think it's like such an amazing, it's one of the best days in New York. It was gorgeous weather. It was perfect marathon weather. And it's just like so inspiring. Like I could never do it, but props to them. Like it's just, I can't even imagine how hard that is.
I ran a marathon. I know that sounds crazy. 13 years ago, I think.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah.
Where?
Long Beach Marathon, and I quit smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
And so I was trying to do something to like encourage me staying like away from smoking. And I hate running, and I hated it the entire time I trained, but I did it. I had a book that trained and I ran every day. I just followed the book precisely, and I did it. And it was something that I never in a million years thought I would do, but I was never like, oh, I'm going to do this from the rest of my life. No, that was it. One and done. I'm good. Just said I could do it, you know?
Wow. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, good for
I'm
you.
an American hero. What is coming up on Snarkbait this week, Sophie?
We are talking about, we have a really fun, it's kind of a nostalgic episode. Kristen Cavalieri, we're doing a deep dive on. And then next week, I'm just going to spoil next week because we're doing Jared fucking Leto. And so we're doing.
I thought you were going to do Jared Osman. And I was like, yes, Jared Osman. I want to know what's the snark with Jared Osman.
You are loved. You are loved.
My friend said they're going to get me one of the same stuffed animal with that voice recording in it for our baby.
Good night. You are loved.
Yeah,
good night, baby.
You know Jared Osman has a fucking weird camera in there. He's just watching like all the ladies change or something. Allegedly.
Stop. That reminds me of, did you ever see that Black Mirror episode, Black Museum?
Yes.
You know how there's like the bear that's like watching always?
Yeah, that's Jared. Wait, you're doing Jared Leto? Because Jared Leto's story is insane.
Jared Leto is an extremely nefarious person. So that's
and he's never been taken down.
No.
He's never been taken down.
It's the public that takes him down by not seeing his movies.
Because Tron Ares was a huge bomb, and Jared Leto was the one who really wanted to do the Tron movie. And he's also going to be in the upcoming He-Man movie, and he plays Skeletor.
Yeah, it's going to flop.
So people, I mean, but
it's funny. Henry refers him. Oh, there's that guy you hate. Whenever he sees him in the trailer, it's like, I fucking hate him.
But wait, how many people do you say that you hate to your husband? Like, would he be like
a lot? But he can never remember Jared Leto's name. So he's like, oh, that guy you hate. Yeah. Except I was the only person that liked Morbius. I did enjoy that movie, but not because of Jared Leto. I just had fun watching it.
When I watched I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, I should have been like, oh, she also recommended Morbius.
And Juror number 2.
And that's so stupid because you are so precise in your opinions on pop culture and influencer culture. And so then with the movies, like, it's like I almost...
No, but it's funny because I do have good taste in movies. Like, I do. Me and Christy joke about this because Christy has seen like every... I'm trying to think of the one that we were talking about today, but she has never seen The Dark Knight. Like any good movie, she refuses to see any actual good movie. I think it's just because I've seen so many different movies.
Wait, why? What does she have to against The Dark Knight? Why didn't she see The Dark Knight?
She's just never seen it. She's never seen like American Psycho. She's never seen Silence of the Lambs. Like there are like American classics that she's just never seen for some reason.
On purpose.
Yeah, she just like doesn't care to watch them. But like I will watch and enjoy like those classic, really well-reviewed movies, but then I'll also like enjoy Morbius. And like I know we did last summer reboot.
I stayed up way too late last night because I was like in bed at a totally normal time with Rebecca, and then I couldn't fall asleep because I kept thinking how I was going to gain an hour, and then I ended up staying up for 4 more. I rewatched Almost Famous from the year 2000, Cameron Crowe movie.
Love it. Love that movie.
Because I read his book this week, The Uncool, that just came out, and I loved it. So I went back and watched that movie. It's so fun. I forgot how fun. I mean, I knew it was good, but it's so good on a rewatch. Almost Famous, you guys.
That's a good one.
But can you believe it's been 25 years? It came out in the year 2000.
That's actually nuts.
It really is fucked up. Anyways, go support Snarkbait as always. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Patreon, the whole deal. And then next week will be the final week before BravoCon, folks, which I can't wait to cover. And I'm still trying to talk Sophie into coming, but I don't think it's going to happen. So who knows? You never know, folks. Sophie, anything you want to leave us with?
No. I'm going to go to bed because I'm really tired.
Bye.
Bye.